Well, hello everybody and welcome to you all from Sarah and myself here at the Vicarage. Well, what a difference a week makes. It was just last Saturday that we were stood outside St Oswald's in Ascari with little Emily doing our first message to you. And since then we've received notification from the church, from the government, that not only are our church buildings closed for public worship, but they're also closed for private prayer. This is in order to help the prevention of the transmission of the virus. And I know this is challenging us in lots of different ways, not least because our hope to have the bells ringing out on every Sunday morning has now gone by and we can't do that. But I received this morning a letter from the Archbishop of York and the Archbishop of Canterbury, and I thought it was great that they remembered where I was living actually. But I'll read these few lines to you. They say the following. The Church of England is called to model the very best practice, and so we must lead by example. Staying at home and demonstrating solidarity with the rest of the country at this testing time is, we believe, the right way of helping and ministering to the nation. Therefore, for a season, the centre for liturgical life of the Church must be the home and not the church building.
So it's still important to keep relational, to keep phoning each other up and chatting, to use platforms like this and to do FaceTime so that we can talk to one another. I've set up a prayer chain this week, so if there is a specific need for prayer, please get in touch with us at the Vicarage at 667 553 for prayer that we can pass on or be confidential about, but people can pray about your need. We've got 36 people lined up who have got instructions on what to do, and it just means that a lot of people can pray together about the same thing, and there's power in that. And the other thing we've set up differently this week is our family page on Church at Home. So here he is. Here's Ozzy.
Yay! Hello, Ozzy.
Hello. Ozzy has been enjoying himself this week, and he's got all clean, and he's been having his lunch, and he's been with us and doing lots of lovely things. So we're going to show you all the different adventures he's been getting up to. So look on the website, look on Facebook, and then you can tell us what you've been doing too, and maybe send some photographs. That would be great. Also, the family activity page has got ideas for things to do with your children this week, to bring them into a special time, maybe on Sunday, but a special time to think about God in all of this. And there's links to music and ways that you can jump around and enjoy doing exercise to songs too.
One of the great things about living in this community where we are is the desire for people to get involved, to help one another out. And we're certainly seeing that taking place right now, but it is important that we do things through the right channels. Now, we are blessed by the fact of having the Good Life Project, which is set up and headed by Julie Greenslade, and they have just recently been given permission to be the NHS hub for volunteers to help local communities. If you are wanting to help in any way at all, it could be you think, oh, well, I could help by delivering some shopping or picking it up or going collecting a prescription, or perhaps sitting down, picking up the phone and having a conversation with someone who just needs to hear somebody else's voice that day, then please contact Julie. You can get her on this number, 07817 711 227, and then Julie will then sort you out with a particular need in that local area, so we're not doing great lengthy journeys.
So one of the things is that I've really learnt this week is it's important to have a good rhythm to your day, to a good routine, so you can go for your walk on the same time every day, have your meals at the same time every day, which is very unusual for us, but it's been very, very good for us to do your work in between those times, or to do your connecting with others in those times, but also to have a time of prayer at the same time every day, maybe in the morning and in the evening. We've created a space in our house where we can do that because we're lucky enough to have a big house. But even if it's just into your bedroom, close the door, light a candle, and just give that time to the Lord and have that special moment to pray every day. And a verse has come to mind this week, and I've heard somebody else speak about it, from Isaiah 43. And we've had this word before, and it just seems very appropriate. Do not remember the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall you not know it? I will even make a road in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. It seems very appropriate for now. It's a new thing that's going on now. Maybe it's not what we expected to be the new thing, but it's a new thing. And in this new thing, God is with us. He says in the passage earlier that as we pass through the waters, I will be with you. And through the rivers, they shall not overflow you. When you walk through the fire, you shall not be burned. We might be walking through a fire and we might be going through some stuff, but God is with us.
And a key way of one of these new things that is happening is the fact that we might not be meeting together physically as church at the moment, but we are certainly meeting together in the power of His Holy Spirit. So we keep prayer going, we keep our worship going. Let's let folk know who are living around us that we are praying for them, because life continues for our farmers. They're in the middle of the lambing. We're thinking of all those folks who are still out there serving us in the emergency services and down in our shops. Let them know that we are praying for them. Tomorrow I will record a service of morning prayer that I'll put out onto the website later as well. Our website is being used as a real platform at the moment to store information on and for people to come to receive information. Extremely grateful to Colin Anderson for refreshing our old website whilst we're waiting for the new one still to come online. But you'll find that at www.upperwensleydalechurch.co.uk. One last thing to consider is, in amongst all of this, I feel like my list of people I want to pray for is getting longer and longer, and I was finding myself getting really quite anxious about trying to cover everything. And so this morning I just set out and created a list of all the people and places that I'd like to be praying for, and then I need to then divide that up across the week so that each day I've got a particular focus for my prayer, so I know that everything is going to get covered. So I'll leave you now, and I'll leave you with a blessing, that Celtic blessing that we've used so frequently in our worship services across the benefice. So may the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and the rain fall soft upon your land. And until we meet each other again, may the good Lord hold you safe in the palm of His hand. And so may the good Lord bless you. May you know His presence in your hearts and in your homes. Amen.